Yo, Happy New Year's. Hopefully Santa delivered you some nice gifts under your Christmas tree.
Benjamin City, shall we?
And as you can tell by my voice, I'm sick as fuck. But yeah, I don't really have an intro prepared for this video, but you read the title. This is a short little video about the time I was too high in a cave.
Alright, so the story starts off with me and my boy Zay smoking a J. When all of a sudden this dude Zay tells me about a cave he knows nearby. And I was a bit curious, I won't lie. So we end up going to this cave. We're walking around this whole forest, and then we eventually stumble upon this cave. And the cave was kind of like a little hole in the ground, but apparently it gets bigger as you go inside. You just got to do a little bit of crawling. And you know, I'm not a wimp, so of course I start entering this cave. I attempted to fit myself through the dark gap in the ground. And when I reached the bottom, I began to crawl through a claustrophobic tunnel underground. And as I go deeper into the tunnel, the more space I begin to have. I turned on my phone flashlight and took a good look at the cave. But for now, I'm not going any further into the cave because I was waiting for Zay to come in too. But as I'm waiting, I hear Zay yell something. And he lets out one word: spider. But you know, at the time I wasn't too afraid of spiders, you know, like, they're not all that. You know, I've seen many in my lifetime, you know, what's there to be scared of?
So I tell him,
Yo, bro, you good?
But then he tells me that he's not going back in the cave because of what he saw. I thought this dude was bluffing. So I go back in the hole, I start crawling back in that area to check it out. And I see Zay getting back out. And as I look down, I see the ugliest spider I've ever seen in my life. Like, that thing was the size of my hand. So I do get a little frightened by this spider, you know, I back up a little bit. I've never seen such an exotic spider before. But as I back up, I start thinking, I'm like, wait, what if there's other bugs around me? The whole cave was infested with the ugliest bugs I've ever seen in my life. So I did not mess with these bugs, so I went all the way back to the cave. And as I'm sitting there, all I'm doing is just trying to build the courage to get back in that tunnel. But while I'm sitting there, I created a plan in my head. So now I'm starting to think that I'm ready to go back in this tunnel. So I do. I start crawling through this tunnel, but the only thing is I closed my eyes. Didn't think of any bugs, didn't think of anything. I just closed my eyes. And it was getting intense. I start crawling, and I eventually see Zay. Right here, bro. After I regained consciousness, I immediately got up and checked for bugs, and I was good. After I left the forest, I was extremely relieved to just go back in the car and to smoke another J. That's the end of the story. Hey, and give this video a like for extra keef in your grinder.